Hey, this is Marcus.
Hey, this is James.
Hi, this is Royce.
This is Nick.
Hey, this is Ty.
Hey, it's your boy Mike Mo.
Hey, this is Vinny.
This is Dog.
It's your boy Shabrady.
This is Jonathan.
You're listening to the
Podcast.
Yo, what's up, guys? Week 5 in the books. Week 6 coming up. What's up, Chris? How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. I came off a win. Talk about that later. I know Michael tilted off the face of the earth, so that's always good to hear. How's your week going?
4-1. Couldn't ask for a better start. But,
Yes, sir.
we got a special guest with us here today. Let me hit that. What's up,
here.
Vin?
I'm here.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive.
You only see me when I win.
That's true. I like to see you active in the chat, sending memes now, saying.
When I'm losing, you ain't seeing me.
Yeah.
A couple questions. Off that topic. Did you think you had the dub last week? Was it a Vegas thing, or did you think you had a dub when you were chopping it up with Ty a little bit? Was it just the drinks talking in Vegas and being with the boys, or I saw you chatting a little bit there, and then unfortunate loss for you that week though?
Yeah, I think I got some of that liquid courage, false sense of,
I feel you.
You know what I think.
But then after I realized I was losing, then I muted everything. And I just posted. You ain't seeing
So
me.
it's real. Then.
It's real. You heard it here first. You ain't seeing me. I'm muting everything if I'm losing.
You know what I think is happening? It's because Vin's like, they won't make fun of me if I don't exist.
If I it, it didn't happen.
Hey, what did Tyler the Creator say? If you're getting cyberbullied, just walk over.
Turn the computer off. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, let's jump into the quick questions.
Quick
David, go ahead.
question today. What is your most memorable Booty League memory? Let's go with Chris first. Besides your championship, Chris.
Besides
freaking
championship?
like a decade ago. I don't even think that was before the NBA CBA merger. I don't think we count those in the modern era no more.
Hey, I'm still in that hall for a reason. Okay. All right. I can't hear you. I think my favorite. I don't know, dude. We've had a good year. We've had some great memories. Going on that trip together. That wasn't all of us, but I think one core memory. I don't know why. This one just popped in my head, but getting ready for our cooking contest. You know how Asians keep stuff in the. You know how Asians keep things in your oven.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just a place where you hide stuff. You put your dishes and shit into your oven.
Pots and pans.
Right? Yeah, and then James and I preheated the oven, and we melted a bunch of plastic. We preheated the oven to make apple pie, and yeah, that still scars me every time. I still have to check. That was definitely a lesson learned. But I think that was one of my most memorable. Getting ready for the apple pie contest with James that time. I think that was a good Booty League moment for me.
Yeah, I think I also, for that competition, I also melted some plastic with my mom's. And I'm not even lying. I think
it was the very first cookie competition, right? So we were working out kinks and stuff. Right?
Was that the first one?
We've come a long way since the apple pie.
We've come a long way.
Was apple pie the first one? It might have.
It was the first.
Okay, yeah.
Because we saw Tony at the time. So
was it before mac and cheese? Was that before mac and cheese?
It was, I think so.
I
Because we had Tony still.
I remember making mac and cheese.
Okay.
You know how old it was? Is that Fope came through with the pie. It was the wrong pie, but he came through.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was like a blueberry. He automatically just called it. He had a delicious, very delicious, but it was like blueberry or something, right?
Yeah.
That might have done it, dude. That might have done. He's like, why do I?
I'll take whatever pick I can get.
All right, Vin. What about you?
I mean, this kind of led to a championship. It's not specifically when they had champion, but I will always remember the Monday Night Miracle against Timmy. Odell Beckham, 28.6 points. I didn't even check. I didn't even watch that game. I just knew it was going to happen.
Was that in the playoffs on the way?
It was the semifinals, I think. It was like
Oh, that was for a finals game. That
the
was in the
semifinals.
playoffs game.
Yeah,
That's a
to go to
playoffs
the
game.
finals. Yeah.
Damn.
That
Kind of
Damn.
kind of piggyback off of that. I remember Timmy lost to Tony once in the playoffs
Mhm.
due to some technicality. I forgot what. Timmy, if you're listening, I'm sure you remember what happened that week, but I'm maybe like a stat correction or something
Okay.
or some controversy. Do you remember,
I
Vin?
think it was like there was like regular season. This is when we were still on ESPN, so it was like a long time ago. When we had like it was like head to head record, but also like points scored or something. But they were like evenly tied at points for and against. But like Tony had the head to head record or something.
Oh! It was because we didn't have decimal scoring, and so
Yeah.
it was just whole number, and that like I think it was the second
Mm.
round of the playoffs, and there's only like 3 rounds because we only had like 8 teams, and six
Yeah.
of them
Yeah.
made the playoffs or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that, right? And then he got like tied scored, but then Tony beat him head to head, and so he lost. And I did the math, and Timmy would have won the next week had he moved on. So
Damn.
probably one of
Uh,
my favorite
Did-
memories.
Another
See,
memorable moment was like I don't remember if you remember this, Chris. It was a few seasons ago when we were. It was like the day before the playoffs schedule came out, and you
oh,
were
I
up. You
did
were
the math.
up. You were up doing the math, and you were so sure. You're like, I'm gonna make the playoffs. This is my math. And then the night rolls over, and you weren't in the playoffs. That was so
That's a
funny.
good one. That's a good
I
one.
remember. I
That's a
remember.
good, I don't do the math anymore. I just let it happen now. I don't even do the math anymore. Oh shit, that was good times.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so sad. Um, let me let me piggyback off in the Monday Night Miracle. Do you remember when? Who was it? Percy Harvin.
Yee.
Me, it
It
was
was
me and I,
me.
and Percy Harvin needed one catch. That's it. It was like
Yeah.
one catch for anything, and he had 3 catches, all called back on penalties.
Yeah.
And
I
then I
also
got
had a
that
game
dub.
like that against Ty where I had like Evan Ingram and Demarius Thomas, and I only needed like half a point, and none of them caught a ball like the rest
Oh,
of the
I
game.
remember that. I remember that.
That's tough.
Demarius Thomas, rest in peace.
Rest in
dude.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that guy was good in fantasy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What was your most memorable moment, David?
The Timmy one, but also I think one recently that I don't have that good of a memory, but I think it was Jonathan that threw up during the watermelon eating contest. That was pretty funny. Like he like straight up, I've never seen that before.
Was
But
he the one making the noises then? Because someone was making noises. It was throwing me off.
I think that was Yee.
Okay.
it might have been Jonathan, but
Was
But-
it?
because he's allergic to melon too, so he was like I don't know, but that was
That's-
shit.
that-
I
I
show.
did-
remember Yee going like super hard on it, but he was making like these funny ass noises, just throwing everybody off.
all right.
Alright.
Second question.
Second question, good times. How often have you been talking trades this week? You go ahead first, Chris, and then let's go to Vin because Vin hasn't made any moves yet.
This week, probably every day. Probably Monday.
Same
Probably
person, different person.
a couple people. Royce, James. You guys saw that happen. Marcus hit me up.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
Marcus hit me up. One more. I think Michael hit me up. But yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Vin? Talking trades this week?
Yeah, it was funny because Jonathan and Michael are playing each other, and they both reached out to me for a trade, and I kind of like pitted them against each other, and I was like,
Mm,
always, get a bidding war going.
ah.
Nothing came out. Nothing came out of it. I'm still. Michael sent me an offer, and I'm still kind of thinking about it, but haven't gotten back to him.
Okay.
And me and my brother, we live in the same house, so we talk here and there.
But how
nothing-
often is it fruitful? I feel like you guys
No,
just
it
talked
hasn't
it.
happened yet. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Well, me personally, I haven't been talking as many trades because I don't know. I think my guys are kind of coming into their stride right now.
Mhm.
And
Oh, I hit your line and you hit my line. We talked a little bit, just
little
passing
bit,
by,
a
not too
little
much.
bit, like nothing like
Yeah.
too serious, like a bidding war, like a
Yeah.
negotiation. Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
interest.
Yeah.
Obviously I've reached out to price check on some players, let
Mhm.
some people, hey, I haven't forgotten about you, like, hey, 4-1, I'm still the same David, come bang my line. I'm like, nothing's changed, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm just up here, but I want you, my boys, to come with me,
Mhm.
But Yeah, nothing. I'm just in a holding pattern right now. But every week, anything can change. So hit up my line. I might be looking to swap out some pieces.
Okay.
Okay, hit it.
Let's jump into our shot bets.
All right, shot
Uh,
bets.
a lot to pay out this week. We got a bunch of video. We got Jonathan for 9. We'll see if he does them. We got Vincent on the pod, paying him up for 5. Michael, videos from Michael for 2. Ty for 3. Timmy sent 2. Nick sent 1. And Michael's gonna owe another one. Sorry, that's for next week. Sorry. And then into this week's shot bets. Very quiet week. Michael and I had a shot bet at dinner. So I won. Michael's gonna owe a shot this week. And once again, another push. I think it's like a third push in a row. We're
Yeah.
4-6 with the host head to head.
With the minute drill. So
Yeah,
I don't
minute
think
drill
we know
too.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
All this we're cutting back on the analysis,
Yeah.
guys. So we're we're not an analytical team anymore. We're like strictly like how we feel on that week.
Yeah. So Chris has one, David has one, Michael has one. So just quiet week. Let's start with our shots, and then we'll look into some videos. So, what are you drinking? Oh, some Beatos.
Brand new.
Yes, sir.
I'll probably roll mine over next week. I just have one, so I'll just roll it over. Get 2
Don't-
going. I think
make
the
any-
guys. I am drinking beer though, but I think the
I'm
guys
gonna
do appreciate
3 back to back right
the
now.
multiple. All right.
And I'll do it one
All right, let's
Another
let's
second.
make
Cheers, man.
Vin full screen right here.
full
3.
screen. You good?
Yeah, let's go. Ooh, nice 1. Chris, you just got 1 this week.
Just one. I'm gonna crack a whole 1 too.
2.
Oh, these are going down smooth. Maybe I'll just do 5.
Dangerous.
Oh, that last one kind of fought its way down.
All right.
Oh, it was-
The last one fought
We're
its way
sticking to-
down.
I'll do 4. Then
Oh,
I'll
And then you do
4,
one
and
later?
then-
Okay.
All right.
Out of baby. Good
All
shit.
right, nice 4. All right, he's got one more later that he will do whenever in the pod. I'm gonna share my screen right now, guys.
Let's go from. Do we have an Octobox, or are we going?
We have a bit of an Octobox going.
Okay.
If my computer doesn't die on me playing 6 videos at once. Hold it.
Ooh.
Alright, let's get this go live.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, I see you, Michael. Nice jersey. You repping?
Alright.
What's that bottom one for? Well, I guess.
Oh,
that
this
doesn't
one was at golf. That
That's
one
what-
was at golf. Let me just move over.
Yeah, that one's
Alright.
kind of covered up. How do we confirm what that is?
That's
Which
true.
one? Which one?
The golf one.
Yeah. What's in that bag?
Oh, it's 1738. Alright, let's play up.
Oh, that's to the brim for
Alright.
Ty.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay,
okay,
baby.
Ty.
Timmy's
Okay,
kind of
baby.
icy.
Timmy.
Okay, baby. I
Oh,
fucked
Ty's
it.
kind of blitzing them out.
Wait, are we saving Jonathan's for like?
Yeah,
his own?
Jonathan's is for his
Okay.
own. Oh, that's a full shot. Who is this? Nick on the corner.
Yeah.
Timmy, take off those.
He just owes one.
Timmy's. That's kind of hard. I'm not
That's
gonna
kind of
lie.
hard. Yeah. I
What
fucks
jersey
it.
is that? Herbert?
It's a
A
Herbie.
Herbie one. I think that's what you got for the ship, right?
10 like I'm Herb.
All right, add it, baby, Michael.
All right, there you go.
Too bad the Ducks suck.
There you go, Timmy. Oh, nice, Timmy. Kind of
Oh,
missed it.
Timmy.
Let me see this.
To me, it was.
Respect.
Timmy gets his own champ.
It's all ice. Folk with the belt. Folk with the jersey.
Oh, I like the
Oh,
clear.
ice.
Why is there ice in there though?
It's cold. 2 shots.
I
into the
respect
ice.
it. You didn't have time to chill your handle.
Oh, the ice is slowing him down.
I didn't get to see the
Unless
empty
it's
cup.
a mixed drink.
Oh,
What
he was
is
talking.
that?
He was talking about how like it kept freezing and his phone ran out of battery and shit like that.
I see.
Cop out.
I see. Okay, now we got
I don't know.
Jonathan. Jonathan gets his own.
Oh.
I don't know which he has 2 videos. I don't know which one's first.
Is there audio on it?
There's one that's longer, so I don't
You
know.
guys don't hear audio?
I don't hear any audio.
Okay, I hear
I hear
audio.
it a little bit, yeah.
Turn up my stream. Oh, he's doing 3 back-to-back, 3 different shot cups. I like that shot cup in the middle. That's nice.
Middle one?
Yeah, this middle one's nice.
Is he gonna chase with the
Thank you,
soju? That's
Jonathan.
kind of hard.
Is he gonna go full soju bottle afterwards?
Does
What's
that
he doing?
count? Is 3-1?
I thought one soju.
Demonic. What the
Soju is one shot.
I forgot what the soju breakdown was. All right, let's see it though. We'll let the people decide.
3.
Damn, with the straw though, or is
I
it
think
just
the
gonna be-
straw is for the air.
The speed.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
okay, got it.
hard.
Oh my! If you're just gonna do that,
Yeah,
don't
what's
do
the point of
this.
the straw?
Oh, there you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
It's because he bent the straw, right? You're not supposed to bend the straw.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. So how much is the 6 right now? Is one bottle 3?
I don't know.
Is
One
it?
bottle's not 6 shots though, right?
But you said there was another video, right?
Yeah, there's another.
Damn, I
video.
should have just
Oh,
done
let's
one
see.
soju then if it was 3.
And then we got this one. Round 2. Probably when he finished yakking and then he woke back up. It looks like it.
Alright, let's see how many he does here. So he has 3 and a
3?
soju.
That's what's up right there. That's respect. That's champ mentality right there.
4.
4. Is this the same day? You think it's within the same hour? No, right?
I don't think it's in the same hour.
All right, so he did
5 and a soju.
5 plus
And
a soju.
A
which
soju
he's-
bottle? I don't know. Does that
He's
count?
counting as
5?
4 because he owes 6, I think.
He owes 9, so 5 and 4.
Or
I don't know. Does that count?
I
What
don't
do you
know if
think,
it
Vin?
counts as
I say it's
4.
a 3. I say it's a little 3er.
All right, switch out.
Yeah,
Close your-
switch out. All right, close this. Oh, where's Vin? There you go.
Here you
All
press one
right.
button.
Wow, that was kind of a.
Alright.
Surprisingly, we had a lot
Can
of
we
videos.
get
this
the
week.
horn, please? Breaking news.
Breaking news, waiver wire. All right, we're a day late,
All right.
but
Go ahead.
Jacoby Myers, 37.
Oh.
8 bids. Hot pickup this week. Vin next closest with 33, and the one after that is Royce with 18. Chris gets Eno Benjamin. Chris gets Eno Benjamin for 24, 7 bids. David gets Hayden Hurst, 14, 2 bids. Next closest is James with 6. I'm surprised. That one surprises me. And a couple kickers. Jalen Warren for one fab, 3 bids. 0. I think if you want a 0 bid guy or a $0 guy, just bet $1. You'll most likely get him.
Yeah. That's just like
Nick
making
with
us better.
Graham, Ganau. So one for $1, 3 bids. Anybody you guys want to talk to here? Oh, Nick Folk for $5. I guess he really wanted
A
a
lot of
kicker.
money there. All right, let's start with the hot one. $37 for Jacoby Myers. The next closest being Vin. What do you think, Vin? How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm upset. I bid 30. I thought 33 was already gonna be an overpay, but it was an overpay that I was willing to pay. So I was upset that Jonathan beat me out, and that it was like so close.
Yeah, when you lose close bids, that's the worst, dude.
Yeah.
And when you win close bids, though, that's the best.
I didn't want him bad enough. That's it. But I also threw like a free bid on Jalen Warren. I'm not too upset that I lost that. It was just like a feeler.
Okay.
But yeah, I really wanted Jacoby, and I was upset that I didn't get him.
Okay. I got you.
Well, why did you think $33? What do you think his value is the rest of the season? Like, how many points do you envision he can get for your team?
I don't know if he can average like 12 a game. That's pretty good. Cause like I had Devontae Parker when Jacoby was out, and he was doing work without him. And then like the week he came back, Devontae had 0, and Jacoby had like 20. So I was like, oh, I gotta switch him out, but didn't work out.
I got you.
Chris, 24 for Eno Benjamin, 7 bids. Kind of a hot pickup this week for our league. Kenneth Walker was already taken by, I think,
Yeah.
Ty's team.
Yeah.
No,
Kept, or who?
Michael.
Michael's
Yeah.
team. So, Eno
I
Benjamin. Yep. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I don't know. I being the only running back there, James Conner still looks good. I kind of threw it out there. I wouldn't get him. I just kind of did it, and I was like, and then I had an idea of making a trade this week. I knew I was gonna get rid of a running back this week. I just didn't know which one, so I was like, I'll have something to splash in or whatever it is. And it was a good play this week if I needed to. I really wanted Jacoby too, by the way. I bet 11. Yeah, I wasn't even close. I'm a big fan of Jacoby Myers. I've drafted him. I had him. I dropped him. I bid 14 last time, and he was hurt. Like the knee thing popped up.
Mhm.
So yeah, I didn't expect him to do well with his backup quarterback. So I'm bummed about that. But I didn't want it that bad. Talk about your thoughts on Hurst though.
Yeah, I actually thought a lot more people would. I kind of counted who needed a tight end this week. It was like 3 people: me, James, and Ngee. Ngee has Darren Waller on bye. And so I thought a little bit more people would be going for Hayden Hurst this week because T. Higgins was out last week. We don't know his situation, his practice reports. I don't know. Maybe Vin knows, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I thought he'd step into a bigger role, and James needed one, and I needed one because I had Hawkinson on bye, and if I'm lucky, maybe he could be a rest of year starter and replace Hawkinson because Hawkinson like he can goose you at any time, right? So I thought 14 was a decent amount. I didn't think only James would bid on it for 6, but I guess I did overpay. But who you never know. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's still a team that where T Higgins didn't play, right?
Hmm.
T Higgins didn't play. You still have Boyd. Like he's the third option on that team, and I don't know if they push the narrative of like, oh yeah, like this is you're playing against your old team, like we're to get you the ball kind of thing. I didn't know if that was the thing.
Hmm.
Um,
I heard that
I think
narrative
he got
too.
like the most targets last
mhm.
week, but T Higgins was out, so we don't really know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Um,
hopefully they push that narrative again.
all right,
But yeah,
otherwise, I think the spiciest. I think this is probably the spiciest waiver wire pickup. Don't you think? This
of the
week,
year,
was there someone else that had more? Someone paid 40 for someone, right?
like 2 weeks ago, I thought was pretty spicy. I don't know who
Okay.
we picked up though.
I thought this was one of the spicier weeks. A lot of action. Trades. From our commission himself. After being a guest on the last week's episode, we don't have a drop for this, right?
No trades. No, I
Uh,
got.
we
If you
got.
guys have ideas, let me know. I'm out of
uh,
ideas.
we got James drops a DM after there's like 3 trades though. He goes, dude, the trade wins episode is kind of OP because then 3 trades happened that week. So let's start with the initial one. First one that to kick us off, James receives Damian Harris to Devin Singletary. Marcus coming out of nowhere receiving Joe Burrow and Najee Harris. Vincent, your thoughts on this trade?
Uh, well, now I don't really know what to think because Damian Harris got hurt. But at the time, I thought it was a good trade
Mm-hmm.
for both. I would say
If it's Singletary for Najee,
straight
do
up.
you even that's pretty much it, right?
Mm.
That's true. If Damian Harris is healthy, him for Burrow straight up is pretty fair.
And what about Devin Singletary for Najee straight up?
I,
That's
Najee's kind of doo doo.
He is.
exactly.
He's not doing well. His
Even
offense
now that
sucks.
James,
Yeah.
So maybe James did win if they were both healthy.
Yeah.
right?
I
Yeah.
mean, if he got the spare QB, so he kind of just
Yeah.
maybe he did win. Yeah, if they were both healthy.
Okay. Thoughts, David?
Yeah, I mean Burrow. He's been trying to get off of Burrow for a while. Najee, I'm kind of off of him now. Good luck
Mhm.
to Marcus to ride that roller coaster. But all in all, I mean, Marcus buys himself like a top tier talent behind a bad line and offense in general. So that's his lottery ticket. If he hits, he's a genius, right? So can't blame him for trying. So I give
Mhm.
Marcus a B minus. He gets Joe Burrow. He's off the carousel.
Yeah.
For Damian Harris, Devin Singletary. I mean, Damian Harris he was splitting with Ramondre and Devin Singletary. You don't know when to play him, so he's like unplayable. You like play him, and then he'll get you like 2 points, but then you will be on your bench. He'll get you like 15. You don't know when to play him, so every week he's gonna play Najee. Najee's gonna get him like 4 points every week, so I think he can count on that.
You know, last week he was like 11 rushes for like 20 yards.
Yeah.
So bad.
And no catches. I think he was catching a lot with Big Ben, but he's not catching anymore, right? Or was he never a catcher? I forget.
He was catching a lot with Big
Yeah,
Ben.
he
I don't
was
know
with
about
Ben.
this year. It doesn't seem like he's
This
getting
year,
any
no.
targets or anything like that.
Yeah.
Steelers.
I guess
Doo-doo.
at the time James gets 2 startable running backs in exchange for 1 stud, I guess.
Mhm.
Go ahead,
Quote,
Chris.
quote unquote stud. I think it's just a name value thing.
Yeah, name value.
Yeah,
I
after your
think-
draft, your round doesn't matter anymore. They're just
Yeah,
playing.
yeah. I think Marcus is in a tough situation because he has. I don't like Najee's schedule, and you can tell he gave him 4 points this week. I think the next 4 games, and Marcus being 1-4, I think that was a rough trade. I think he needs more of the depth if he's going to maneuver through these buys and kind of grab wins. So I really didn't like that trade for Marcus. And maybe it's just me. I just don't like Najee currently. But I haven't watched enough Najee film to say anything. I would say Marcus is C, and I would say James a B.
But how many of Marcus's losses, I'm sure I can look back, but how many of Marcus's losses were due to the quarterback giving him like 3 points? I think I know at least one. So his roster is not a 1-4 roster. It might be somewhere around like a 2-3 or a 3-2 type roster.
Okay.
Because Tyreek and Devontae, right? So
Yeah.
I think Burrow might be.
But now you have Devontae, right? Like if you drop into 1-5, it's definitely an uphill climb to get into the playoffs here.
Yeah.
Right, not
Okay.
having Devontae this week. All right, let's jump into the next trade. Jonathan receives Dak Prescott. Marcus receives 10 fab. So Marcus in 2 trades this week. Thoughts, David?
I look at this trade and I'm like, if I see Dak Prescott on the waiver wire, do I bid $10? That's probably a no from me, right? I might go 7, 5 or 7 is probably what I would bet on him. He might not even get his job back, so I would say Marcus overpaid for Dak Prescott and
You mean
or
Jonathan overpaid?
Jonathan overplayed a little bit, but that's all money from Michael, I think, probably, or whoever traded him. So yeah, whatever.
Thoughts?
Vin?
Vin?
Yeah, it's kind of a nothing trade for me. Yeah. I mean, Jonathan has Russell Wilson, so I guess he's just desperate for a startable QB.
And that's his
But-
boy.
Yeah, that's true. But like you said, he might not get his job back. So I don't know. It's hard to gauge right now.
I think Jonathan's team is in a place where he can just like kind of hold on to these quarterback lottery tickets. Like, if we're watching how the fantasy football layouts panning out right now, like the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks are kind of carrying teams. So I think he's hoping he hits. I think he's gonna stash him and just hope he hits.
I mean,
Yes.
I would pay 10 if he was
Yeah,
on the waiver. That's
exactly.
pretty fair.
I'm
That's not too
thinking
bad.
10 on the waiver for a lottery pick like that, and you're hoping
How many more
he
weeks
can
does he
produce.
have left now?
I mean,
Maybe 2.
yeah, he was supposed to come back this week, but I think they already ruled him out.
So if
Yeah,
he was sitting
yeah,
on the
true.
waiver wire and he was on like W and you need a quarterback, how much blind bid are you putting in?
But the thing is, that's between us. I think like someone like Michael might be overpaying for that. Like,
Okay.
would he
Okay.
compete?
Because
Would he take the chance of competing and having a blind bid against someone, or just taking the secure, like, fuck it, 10 fab is 5% is nothing.
all right. Next trade, Michael receives Kenneth Walker. Royce receives 6 fab.
All right, did he DM you guys? Did Royce slide in your DMs?
No, he didn't.
Not
Not
me.
mine.
Damn, dude, I'm not gonna lie, he slid in my DMs. He's like, hey, you want Kenneth Walker for fab? I think he asked me before Michael, and I just looked at my roster. I'm like, I'm not gonna drop anyone right now. I'm good.
Did he
My
message
roster
me?
felt good.
That was a
Another-
great pickup, Michael. So
Another case of Royce getting off the train before.
yeah,
And then-
What was
very
that?
true.
What was the analogy we would always do? Oh, Balcour. We're like,
Yeah.
Royce, you're gonna miss this train.
Yeah,
Another
Royce,
case of Royce getting off the train too early.
Oh man.
Royce always misses the train.
Yeah. He definitely would have been the highest bid this week if he was on the waivers.
I was
That's
talking to
probably
Royce.
true.
Yeah, I was talking to Royce, and I was like, "Why did you trade?" He was like 6 fab, right? And I was like, "Why did you trade him?" And he's like, "I needed to pick up a tight end because Pitts is out." And I was like, "You should have just dropped Pitts. No one would have picked him up."
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Uh,
But do you think? Okay, here. Let's say you or Royce, you dropped Kenneth Walker last week. Do you bet all your fab to pick him up this week, or do you not do it and save face? What's more important to you?
the dub, I think you.
I would still go for it.
I would still go for it because you're in hindsight. It's like, oh, I didn't need him now. Like, but injury's an injury, right? Like it's just a different circumstance now.
Or how realistically, if he was on the waiver wire, how much were you willing to put? I know a lot of the podcasts are saying like all your money, but I think this league a little too stingy for that, especially
it's
after
pretty
the
frugal.
Joe Mixon debacle.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a bunch on Elijah Mitchell last year, and I spent like 140 or 120 or something like that. I spent a good amount. I spent
But
like
do you think
70%.
he's that type though? A 140 guy.
I would say so.
I would say so. Like,
Okay.
where else are you
If-
gonna find
I
RB
might have
this
put
day or
in
whatever?
like
If Jacoby could go for 37,
70.
and like
Yeah,
Mike Boone was like high 30s as well.
I can see him hitting the hundreds for sure.
Yeah, I could see him
Okay.
hitting over 100.
Okay. Then I would have underbid on him. Next trade, most recent between Chris receives AJ Brown, who he's been like trying to get at for like the longest time, and James gets Amari Cooper and Melvin Gordon. Vin, what do you think?
I think it's a good trade. Good trade for both sides. It's Chris gets the high ceiling player, and he's in a position where like he can play. He can risk the high ceiling player, and James gets two like high floor players where he can play because he's losing, so he needs to make up the. And the fab is just a little sweetener, right? It's just
Yeah, why was that? I feel like it would have been fine without the fab. Was the fab the deal breaker?
No, he was just like, hey, can you throw me a five? I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. You're my boy.
All right. Is there any like curtain to peel back about this trade, or pretty generic?
Two people. I wanted a piece of the Eagles offense. I wanted Devonta, and then
got
David
the
slides in my
Hurts
slides in my
Brown stack
DM.
now, right?
Yeah, and then David slides in, and then I'm like, and it was too late. But I was bidding for AJ Brown at that point. So, just this week. All right, this week, Amari plays New England, so I'm scared. Melvin, but I actually really like the Melvin versus Chargers this week. The Tavis Murray situation is scary, so it's just a lot of ups and downs. So I'd rather just take the sure thing in AJ Brown. Another thing though, I don't know if James is usually pretty good about this because he's like, oh yeah, Michael tried to fuck me on this, but those two players are on bye when I play James.
Mm,
So I was
he
like,
he won't. He ain't gonna last till that week. What week is that?
so there's that. Me, yeah, he's probably just getting dubs like fuck it, whatever. Week 9 or week 8 or something like that.
Yeah, that's like 3
Both
weeks
of
from
them are
now.
on.
So
Both of
4
them are on
weeks.
by the same week.
Yeah, both of them are by the same week.
Okay.
So,
That's good to
so I
know.
was like,
Kind of played him.
yeah,
Played him.
That's what the
um,
5 fab.
But
He's
those
like,
are
I'm gonna
two
take
good
the L.
pieces. Those
but
are-
He's like, I'm gonna take the L. Can you just throw in 5?
yeah, throw in 5 so I can pick someone up off the waiver during our matchup.
but Amari is. I'm a big fan of Amari. That's the thing. The Amari, the football player, I think is still got it. He's a good football player. So yeah,
When did
I
when did
I
you
don't
say
know.
you guys play each other again? Week 9.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, Amari, I think, is a wide receiver 2 with that wide receiver 1 upside. At the end of the year, he'll probably end up somewhere between 15 to 14 through 17, something like that. But the wide receiver 1, it's because of wide receiver 1 weeks and wide receiver 3 weeks. It's not because he's consistently giving you like 15 points every week. It's because he's going to give you 25 and he's going to give you 5. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he does get those weeks. Melvin Gordon situation's
We'll
a
also
little
see with
scary.
Deshaun back. Maybe
That's the
help him
thing.
out.
Yeah, I think Deshaun late. Like if anything, he gets him out the toilet. Deshaun's any good. So
Mhm.
also he asked for DK, and DK wasn't. I was thinking about the Amari just for that situation,
I
but
probably would have liked DK over Amari, to be honest.
yeah, but I asked my oracle. I was like, all right, who do you like better, Amari or DK? And she was like, I like DK better. I was all
How
right.
you-
I gotta keep DK.
If I don't know anything about football, and you told me to pick between a dude named DK and a dude named Amari. I'm gonna pick DK. That's a
Really?
badass name. Oh,
I
that's
think Amari's tight too.
Drift King, bro. Come on.
The Kalen Zacharias.
All right. Well, yeah, it's a good trade for both you guys. You get AJ Brown, the Eagles' #2 wide receiver. So I think hopefully that'll work out for you.
This guy, Dean.
All right, Vin.
Behind Dallas Goddard, right? Behind Dallas
Yeah,
Goddard.
behind Dallas Goddard. All right, Vin. You gonna take your last shot right now? We're gonna head into our next segment here.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm feeling good actually.
All
He
right,
said,
let's see
fuck
it.
it.
Betos. Cheers.
Cheers. Very nice.
Very nice, very nice.
Let's roll into our game this week. Just a quick game. We were messing around with this segment. It's going to be between David and Vin. All right, so the great debate. A couple random questions, and I have a fifth random question. I had to
secret.
think it up. We'll see. All right. Which 1-4 team makes it to the booty bracket? So this could kind of go with that later segment. I'm just gonna start now. So we have James, Timmy, Jonathan, and Vin. Who makes it out of this bottom 4 right here?
So you got James, Vin, Timmy, and Jonathan. Probably put my gut reaction. I probably put my money on Jonathan getting out. His team's pretty good on paper. He's just got to piece it all together with the health and everything. I would say he has the most likely chance to make it out, but it might be too late by the time the health gets together. But he has the best chance.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be too easy to pick myself, so I would also pick Jonathan. You know, Kamara, Dobbins getting healthy. You know, Debo's kind of, you know, showing shells of his last year self. So, and you know, Keenan might come back soon, so he's getting all his pieces back. I think he can make a run. The only thing is, I do not trust in Russell Wilson. Maybe that's when Dak comes into play. When Dak comes back, he can, you know, take his team to the next level.
Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Which 4-1 team drops to the toilet? Which 4-1 team drops to the toilet?
Oh,
You got
that's
Nick,
to the toilet.
Ty, and David. To
The
the bottom
toilet.
6. The bottom 6, yes.
To the toilet.
That's tough.
So it's between Ty and Nick.
I know. I feel
Go
like
ahead, Vin.
I feel like all these teams are pretty good, but if I had to pick, I would probably pick Nick, even though he's #1 right now. But like, just looking at his team, like his wide receivers are really strong. I just don't like his RBs a lot.
Okay.
I don't like Zeke. Zeke's losing carries, you know, by the day, and Joe Mixon, he's aight.
He's height.
I can
Yeah,
see.
like just compared to Ty and David's team, I just think their team, those two teams are more built for. But in reality, I don't think any of those teams are going to drop.
Okay.
To be
Fair.
honest,
Fair.
I can see Nick's team, honestly. I think his wide receivers, besides Cooper Cup, Pittman, you know, I was saying last week, and Nick like laughed in my face about Pittman. He hasn't put it all together. Repeat performances, like repeat top 12 performances, right? So I gotta see Pittman put it together before I rank him as a top 12 that he's supposed to be. Zeke and who is it Zeke and he's just running Zeke and Joe Mixon. Yeah, I don't Joe Mixon, you can see all those stats on Reddit about him being like the worst running back with the most opportunity. Like I don't have to like belabor that point. Everyone probably knows. And Zeke also the same thing. I think those two are probably on the same post. I could see Nick's team falling out just because he has lots of questions in the running back department. But for Ty, something happens to Brady, Fournette, and Evans, value goes into the toilet. And he has that Tampa Bay stack, and DeAndre comes out and balls out, and Hollywood Brown's production goes down. I could see that happening too. I don't think it'll happen, but I could see it happening if you told me. So yeah, both teams.
Another reason against Nick is I'm just looking at it now is that his starters are really strong, but with bias coming up, when I'm looking at his bench, and his bench isn't really like good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that could cause him some wins when the
Yep.
bye weeks come up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
All right. My next question. My next question's for you. To debate about Damien. So a lot of agreement there. Not enough debating. Damien Pierce finishes as a top 12 running back.
Oh,
Hmm.
easy,
Easy. I say not
easy.
easy.
Okay, let's
already
debate
like
then.
There's the debate.
he's already like 11 right now in PPR. He's
Are we
getting more
doing season
carries.
average or season points
Let's go top 12 at the end of the year. Just season.
in numbers?
Yeah.
Season points. Ooh, then
Barring
maybe.
injury, I think easy.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah.
Because you got the injured guys. You got JT missed the game. Eckler shitting the bed early.
Eckler's still like Eckler's still a top 12 running back right now.
He's
No,
already
he-
at 11 right now.
Yeah, early. Yeah, I'm just saying the points might not be like as.
He's getting more and more carries each. He got 26 carries this week. That's
But-
like Derrick Henry carry numbers.
It is the Texans. I'm not saying he's bad per se, but it is the Texans offense. Right.
He's it. He's all of it.
Exactly. So that's it. That's just all they have to stop. If they
Haven't done it
can,
yet.
I mean.
Haven't done it yet.
And you also have the rookie narrative, like the rookie wall, like halfway through the season, you hit the wall.
I thought it was the thing where the rookies at the second half of the year they get better if anything, or is that just wide receivers?
No, if they start out hot and then they the 17, 18-week season, wears on them. I don't know.
He's only gotten better. He has his bye right now.
Who
think they're
has
gonna
him
work
on their
him in
team? I'm
more.
trying to look for him.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Look at this. Look at these yards per carry. He had 3 the first week, 4.6, 4, and then 9.36, and then 3.8.
Does he have an easy schedule later on?
A touchdown in his last 3 games. I think easy.
He had
top
31
12.
opportunities last week.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
26,
I'm
26
not-
rushes,
you
5
could-
targets.
You could argue the matchups like Chargers, Jacksonville, and he's gonna.
But
roll
I guess
into-
I could see him being sliding in 11, 12. I guess in my head, those Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara guys. I'm not. Okay, fine.
I feel like just because
If you put a. Go ahead.
a lot of the early running backs already missed time, so I feel like he's already got like a head
That's
start.
what makes
you know
it
what I mean?
tricky. Yeah, what makes it tricky. All right, fine, whatever. He finishes as a top 12.
Okay,
On a
the debate.
technicality.
The debate swayed him. All right, Taysom Hill finishes higher than Kyle Pitts in the tight end category.
Oh, easy. Kyle shits.
Taysom Hill could just go on the bench for the rest of the year and never play another snap and be higher than Kyle Pitts, right?
I think, isn't it like Taysom Hill last week already outscored like all of Kyle Pitts'
Yeah.
weeks?
He's the third tight end on the season right now.
Yeah, so last week he already outscored Kyle Pitts' entire season, so easy.
That's an easy. I think Royce dropped. Honestly, hand on God, you guys picking
I'm not
up.
even memeing. I'm not
You
even
guys
memeing.
pick up Kyle Pitts if Royce drops him. Tell me, Vin.
No, I like Higbee. Higbee's so good.
What about you, Chris?
I have Mark Andrews.
I have Hawkinson.
And you got Hurst.
And I have Hurst.
Would
My
you drop any
pickup.
of those guys for Pitts right now?
Oh, only if I'm playing Royce that week.
Oh, I see it. The narrative game.
The revenge game against Royce works every time. Like Devonta stood up for Royce last year and this year. Core memory. All right. Last
All right,
question.
And my last question for you. All right, you have to nominate our next league member. So someone decides to drop out. Someone doesn't want to be in it anymore.
There's
You
a
have to
death in
you
the
you.
league.
There's a death. Something unfortunate happens. Who are you nominating to be in the next spot? Who's the next runner up? And you guys can think, take a second, think about it. But what would you debate? Maybe we know them. Maybe whatever it is, someone competitive.
I already have someone in mind actually.
Okay,
You want me to go?
Yeah, you
David,
go.
you ready?
I don't have anybody.
I
in it.
have Chris Liu, my boy. He's
Mm.
actually been asking. He's like, whenever someone drops out, let me know.
Mm,
Okay.
He's been really getting into sports lately. We got into baseball together. We played fantasy baseball together. He's actually done a lot of research. He's really good at fantasy baseball. And we've been watching football, and he's been getting into football. And so he's been playing fantasy football, or he's been studying fantasy football, and he wants to get in. He's been asking like, if he leaves, let me get a spot.
Hmm. Okay. And so that's your any other pitch for why he'd be a good candidate for our 13th member?
I mean, we all know him, so it's another thing, or most of us.
All right. What's his?
Uh,
How fast does he eat watermelon?
Oh, I'm sure he eats it real fast. He's a eater.
if
David
he's
will
anything like his
attest.
brother,
David can attest that he's a eater.
he is an
Okay.
eater. All
Alright.
right, I think I got mine. Um, hear me out, but I nominate my girlfriend Alice. All right, but hear me
She's-
out. Hear
She's
me
kind of
out.
dominating your other league, right? She's
Yeah,
like 5 and
she's
0.
5-0 in a full redraft league with me, Nick, and
That doesn't mean much.
Royce,
That doesn't mean
and
much.
a
That doesn't
couple.
mean much.
0 chips combined.
And
Okay.
she listens to the footballers every day.
You're talking about a combined 5 toilets, right? 5 or 6 toilets.
But we
Is that-
still have
Is that
more.
correct, Vin? Something like that, right?
But hear me out. We're also at the top of our league right now. All right. So what does that say about you guys?
You guys had
We're both
Royce had
foreign.
keepers.
We're both 4-1 at the top of the league in our league. So what does that say about? But I'm sitting
Just
at
say that
3 and
No,
2. though.
Royce isn't. Royce is
Okay, no, but
Royce
hear
is
me
not-
out. Hear me
Royce is
out.
not 4. First of all, Royce is not 4-1.
Royce is shit. Royce is shit in this league, and
Okay.
Nick is shit in this league. All right.
Thank
Nick
you
is
very
sitting
much.
at 2-1
Okay.
or
Okay.
2 and
okay.
3.
That's
Royce
interesting.
is sitting at.
Nothing without keepers.
Royce is also sitting at
That's
2
true.
and 3. So nothing without keepers. I'm 3 and 2.
I would kill a redraft league. I believe so.
That's at what Royce and Nick thought. But then Alice showed him up. She reads Reddit every day.
Okay.
She listens to the Fantasy Footballer. She listens to the Booty League podcast every day.
Oh,
Or every weekly. And she said she wanted to be our producer.
Mm.
But I
for the
haven't
pod?
for the pod. But I
Oh,
haven't
we're going
figured
big
out-
time.
But I
But
haven't.
we need more money. That's the thing. She needs to
Yeah.
get paid. We need Patreon
We're
members.
still
please
negotiating her
subscribe.
salary.
We need to get Eckler. Eckler needs to do our intro.
Yeah.
That's my fault. I dropped the ball on that one. Definitely dropped
What
the ball
about you,
on that
Chris? You have anybody?
one. My nomination, also a mutual friend, would probably be Tyler. He went on the bachelor party with us. He knows a lot of the members. Knows football. Yeah, just because most of us have know him or whatever. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think Tyler's been itching to get on too, but I don't think Alice would ever want to come on the
She
league
can't play with the big dogs yet.
Why not? She's
because
Isn't-
she it's too we're too much. She likes
Mm.
her league in she likes whomping on noobs.
What's the-
too much trash talk here?
Too
what's
much
the
trash talk.
how many female members are in the league in the
3.
show?
3.
3? All right, I haven't seen that show in
So-
forever. That's what I forgot.
Oh,
I
wait,
know there's
which
one
show?
for sure. Oh, the show, the league.
Oh, the lead is only one.
Oh,
There's only one, right?
Yeah.
She could be
we
honorary
could some diversity, you know. I don't know.
right?
But
Yeah.
she does her research, whatever. So take what you
Okay.
will. Power rankings. Hold up,
Mm.
I have something for this. You guys hear that?
I
Yeah,
do, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Our matchups last week: Jonathan versus Market. Jonathan takes a dub. Chris versus Michael. Chris. David versus David.
Mm,
Ty versus Royce. Ty. James versus Vin. James. Vin got the dub. He's on. Everyone picked James. Nick versus Timmy. Nick. Oh man, we were hurting this week. Guests have been whomping on us a little bit. James pulled off 5 out of 6 guesses correctly off the cuff,
Mhm.
83%, raising their running total. The guest running total is at 66%. David and I pushed 4 and 6 this week. David's running total is at 60%, and I'm at 57% correct. So Vin has some big shoes to fill here. He's got to keep this running total up a little bit.
All
All
right.
right. Vin, talk your shit. Anything you want to say?
I mean, I'm here. That says everything. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be. I literally asked Chris when like the games are over. I said, Chris,
Yep.
get me on, bro.
Yep.
I'm only gonna be here when I win. I'm not gonna get on after an L.
All right.
But
I'm
we
a
kept,
bitch like that.
but after we got your first win, are you gonna be coming on more frequently or
Hey,
only after victory?
If you need a guess and I win, I'll come on every week.
The
I
two
win.
stipulations. The two
There you
stipulations.
go.
Okay.
Call me back after every dub. I'll come on.
All right.
All right. I thought this was a spicy slate of games. All right. Some storylines. Chris versus Michael. I was up 9.5 points with CEH versus Michael. Attesting to myself watching a couple CEH carries. I thought he had 2 touchdowns. I was freaking out. I was like, God damn it. Like, he didn't want it that bad, right? Nick versus Timmy. Carlson versus Juju and Carr. About 35 points to cover. Juju's kind of dog shit. So I thought, you never know. We were like, oh shit. What if those 2 touchdowns went to Juju instead of Kelsey or something like that? That would have been a different story. Cy versus Royce. Ty was slightly up with Pat Mahomes
That
versus
game was kind of crazy. It
Josh
was like
Jacobs, yeah.
flip-flopping back
Yep.
and forth. It was. I didn't know who was gonna win.
Yeah. And then David versus Yee. David up 16 with Darren Waller playing.
And then gets hurt.
Pulls the hammy in like the first drive or something like that, right? Oh
but
man,
two long Devontae touchdowns though. Like, you think Waller would have gone to 16 or no?
I think you get more possession stuff underneath.
It was kind of a shootout. I think it was.
Yeah,
it was
you
definitely
never know.
possible.
You never know.
Bro, Devontae was exposing that rookie fucking corner
Corner.
on the side, dude. But I think they go to that matchup every day. But whatever. Luckily for me, because I was kind of sweating, and I'm like, "Yo, where's Waller?" And the cast said that Waller is out with a hamstring in like the first quarter, so I was chilling for the
Damn.
rest of the night.
All right. Any other thoughts on the week, David?
No thoughts. At the last minute of the last podcast, I picked Ty, but then you said we have it washed, which you lied, and we didn't have it washed because you didn't pick me, and I changed it over to Royce last minute, so I would have been 5 and 6, and I think I would have represented the pod and
That's true,
against
that's true.
against our guest this week.
True.
But
That's true.
look to get back
Uh,
on track.
Other than that, yeah, spicy slate of games going into Monday. We haven't had that spicy of a week between everybody, right? Between like 4 out of 6 games. Very nice week from us. All right, roll into the power rankings. You guys saw it. Nick, Ty, Royce, Vigny, Chris, David, Michael, Jonathan, James, Timmy, Marcus, Vintook. Biggest jump is Jonathan up 3 spots, even higher than Marcus. The only 1-4 team that's higher than Marcus, sitting at 2-3. I felt like 4, 5, 6 are very, very close in power ranking score. Anything else? Vin moved up from 12 to 10.7.
Wait, did he? No, he did.
No, but the score.
Score,
Yeah,
power
Oh,
ranking.
in
he
score.
he went from 12 to
His
like
team
10, and I was like,
improved.
Oh.
yeah, his team improved the power ranking score, so that far right column.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, any thoughts on the? Oh yeah, so everyone's over double digits wins and double digit losses now. So I think the first week this happens. Any takes on the power rankings been took?
No.
Good,
It's pretty.
David. Oh, go ahead, Vid. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's pretty-
personally, I wouldn't move myself up yet after one win
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I still have the lowest points 4, I believe, but I'm on the up and up.
Okay.
On the up and up, hitting my stride at the right time.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, let's hit the 90 points per game range.
I'm gonna be full.
Yeah, beat Folk.
Hey.
But I think me at 4-1 being sixth in the power rankings is a little disrespectful considering like if you go up the chart like I have higher points per game than Royce, and you, Chris, which who are in front the 3 and 2s in front of me.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what's going up on there, and I don't make any moves to my rest of season roster. But it
Yeah.
ticked from 12 to 10, and now it's 7. I've made 0 moves on my
Yeah.
bench besides like the tight end, or like
Yeah.
some bench
Hey,
pieces.
ROS roster, I went from 12 dead last to 8.
Nice.
So
Very
Yeah,
nice. Very
so
nice.
so I don't know what's getting baked into this power ranking score.
Yeah.
Like I'm scoring more than everybody. My consistency is at 10 wherever, but like over the past 3-4 weeks, I've been scoring more than 100. So I don't
Mhm.
understand that.
Your
But
overall wins too is a little bit under everyone else's, so
yeah, my
that's
overall win. I
surprising.
don't know like what that is baked into, but yeah, whatever.
No, no, that's
I
just
think it's like
the
you head to head against the
yeah,
entire
use
league.
head to head
The
against the
the
entire league.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So, I mean,
just gotta
with
do
that,
enough.
yeah, with that argument, I'm surprised Michael's not a little bit more. Number one consistency, 112 points per game, which is pretty good. Maybe it's the rest of the season roster, but he has more overall wins than myself and David, and even pushing with me. So I'm surprised Michael's not a little bit
Exactly.
higher.
So
Yeah,
like what's going into these power rankings, but it's just nice to look at.
yeah.
Um uh, prove the doubters wrong. Anything you want to talk about, Chris?
No. I'm okay. Yeah, like I think just the Michael going up. Um, Jonathan's pretty high, but you guys all picked him to come out of the toilet. Um, Other than that, I don't think I have much of any disagreements to these power rankings. I think it's a good representation of our league right now.
All right. Well, before we head into the week 7 predictions, we're approaching 1 hour. I don't know if you guys noticed yet. Me and Chris are taking a more long-winded approach to this podcast, less analysis on the games, which we tried to keep around 30 minutes. We're going to try to take a different approach. Let me know if you guys want more analysis on the week
Yeah,
predictions,
yeah.
or if you like this kind of free form, long-winded side tangent format that we've been trying to go with these past 2 weeks. All right.
Okay.
So, that being said, we got 5 minutes to talk about the matchups. Just try keeping it under an hour. So how do you
All
want to
right.
do this, Chris?
All right. We're just gonna. So I changed the doc a little bit. We're just gonna, since I messed up and I didn't go to the doc. We're just gonna. I'm gonna say the position. Just tell me who wins. And then overall winner. Let's just go there since we are at an hour, and if we ever need to push the pod, we can always talk. Okay. So our first matchup, we got James and Timmy. Quarterback. Who do you got?
James.
James, Kyler versus Wentz. Yeah.
Kyler versus Wentz. I got James. Melvin Gordon, Devlin Singletary versus Saquon. Running backs. Who do you got?
Timmy.
Timmy, easy.
I agree
Mhm.
there. Wide receivers: Amari Cooper versus Tyler Lockett versus oh, excuse me, Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett versus Adam Thielen, Juju. Thoughts?
I got James easy.
James, Lockett, and Cooper's like better, yeah.
James, and in tight ends we got Pat Fryermuth and George Kittle.
I take a concussed Firemuth over
Yeah,
a healthy Kittle.
I put it as a wash when he still had Tanya, and I still think it's a wash with Firebooth.
Yeah.
You go either.
I would go Fryermuth, and then flex being
The
oh
flex
shoot,
is
flex being Tyler Lockett and Mike Will and Amari Cooper. Tyler Lockett and let's say DJ Moore.
Still go
James
James.
Lockett, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Lockett, James. Okay, so James. So overall, I think it seems like it's a resounding James. We didn't even talk about defensive kicker. Overall,
James.
we got James.
I
Yeah.
got James, yeah.
All right, let's roll.
This next one's pretty easy too.
Okay, Ty versus Marcus. Do we need to analyze this one? How you guys feel?
I got Ty across the board.
Yeah, Ty wins across the board here.
All right,
Ty
very
clean sweep.
very nice analysis, guys. Jonathan, Jonathan into Michael. What do we got here? Jonathan into Michael. Quarterback. Who do you got?
Wash.
Yeah, wash.
Wash. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Daniel Jones against Baltimore. So I got Michael. Running backs. Who do you got? Vin.
I got Michael Cook, Stevenson not splitting the backfield.
I
I got Michael.
agree. I agree.
Okay, I agree with that too. Wide receivers. Who do you got? David.
Jonathan. Oh,
Wait. Gabe Davis and
Sutton
Sutton
versus
versus
Debo.
McLaren and
Debo and
Debo. I
McLaurin. Yeah.
got Jonathan. Easy.
I think this
Oh,
is the week
really?
that McLaurin breaks out. He had Logan Thomas out, Dodson's out. This is the week.
I think I got Michael in this one. So, tight end. Njoku versus Kelsey. Easy. Jonathan.
Jonathan,
Yeah,
yeah.
easy.
Flex being Myers versus Kenneth Walker.
I got to
This is the
wash
tough
here.
one. I gotta watch it
here.
too.
It's pretty even, but I just give the slight edge to Michael just because he's probably gonna get more looks
Work,
than Myers
yeah.
will.
Okay.
I think they
Of-
got 8 points. Both of them will get around 8 or 9 points.
Who do you guys
So,
got winning here?
I got Michael winning.
I have also Michael winning.
Yeah,
I have
Michael winning too.
I have Michael winning.
All right, so that's a 3 clean sweeps so far. Running into the next one, we got Royce versus Knee. Tom Brady versus John Allen. Josh Allen, my bad.
Bruh.
Josh Allen,
Easy.
Josh
Lockett.
Allen. Jonathan Taylor, James Robinson versus James Conner and McKissick.
I got Royce on that
Royce, Jonathan
Royce.
Taylor, yeah.
Wide receivers, Jefferson, Michael Thomas, versus
Chase and Lamb.
Jamar Chase and Lamb.
one. I actually got Royce on this. Jamar
really?
is kind of
I
been
go Knee here.
underperforming. Lamb, he's pretty normal, solid, but Jefferson's always good for like 30, 20 plus.
30? No.
He can go like 20,
You go
like
Is
20
Is he
plus.
good
you know
for?
what I
There's
mean?
a difference between being good for 30.
30 and 20. He's good for 20 for sure.
He
I
can
think he's
hit
good for 20.
30.
Okay, he's good for 20, but then I can
A
also
floor of 20 with a ceiling of like 30. That's
That's
good.
pretty
yeah.
good.
But these guys have a floor of 7 with a ceiling of 30 also,
I mean, the only thing
Yeah.
is I don't know Michael Thomas.
That's
he
my big
didn't
question.
he didn't practice today. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
gonna play or not.
Yeah.
But
I'm just doing Chase and Lamb versus Jefferson.
I'm
I don't
gonna go Knee.
yeah, I'm
Thoughts?
going E here.
I guess if you
Alright.
if it's not Michael Thomas and you do Jefferson and Tyler Boyd, I would give it to Gee.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if Michael Thomas does play, I'd give it to Royce.
All right, Taysom Hill. So Taysom Hill, no tight ends. So right now it's obviously
He has
Royce.
Dawson Knox on his bench.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he has
So
That's
Dawson
who you
Knox.
wanna go.
bench, yeah.
Knox versus Taysom Hill. Who do you got?
Royce.
Should I go Elder Taysom?
You
Alright,
have to.
I think I have to. Depending on who plays, right? I have to.
Yeah.
And Ayuk versus Boyd.
I would say Gee, but not by much.
Not by much.
I
Okay.
don't
Personally,
like
I don't know why
Ayuk here.
Gee. I don't know why Gee hasn't. I would play Duvernay. He's my boy.
I'll
we
play
got-
Duvernay too without
I play
anyone else.
Duvernay
Yeah, I would
on our
play-
team, especially if Bateman's out. He's kind of like a Debo for our team. They
Yeah.
line him up like every week.
Yeah.
Plus, there's always like the kick return.
Yeah.
You never know.
Who do you got, David?
To win E here.
Oh, you got Knee.
I
I got
got
Knee too.
Royce.
You
I got
think
Okay.
Royce winning.
Royce can overcome Josh Allen against KC in a revenge game? You gotta be. He's good. I don't think he's getting taken out in the fourth quarter of this game. I think if it's a runaway game, he's staying in.
The
Okay.
one thing I do gotta
Alright.
say is, both of these guys on their defenses, good defenses, but they're both playing hard matches this week. I don't know if they're gonna switch them out or not, but that could be the difference maker.
Okay.
Uh,
Chris
oh,
and Vin.
so this is just gonna be David talking by himself. Who do you got? Jalen Harris versus Gino.
I got Jalen Hurts here. Gotta stay in the flames.
Yeah, you
Alright.
writing off Gino? He ain't right himself off.
Dude, Gino Smith is hot. I
Geno's
don't lie.
nice, dude. Those throws
Yeah.
are nice, but Jalen Hurts got that always good for a rushing touchdown. I don't know if I can say the same about Gino.
Gino, West Virginia Gino was the original Russian running back.
CMC AJ Dillon running back. CMC AJ Dillon. Montgomery Eckler.
I think I've put Vintuk here.
Okay.
I don't like AJ Dillon. He's like a non-factor in this matchup. I like Eckler and Montgomery's upside over AJ Dillon here.
Okay. Wide receivers Godwin Higgins versus AJ Brown, DK Metcalf.
With your upgrade, I do like AJ Brown and DK Metcalf. You do have that upside stack between Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. Because they're obviously going to put their number one corner on Devonta Smith. And so I think AJ Brown can eat here.
And I don't know if Higgins is gonna play or not. He
Yeah,
didn't
Higgins
practice
might not
today,
play. I don't,
but I would play like Pickens or something.
and Godwin's
Yeah,
banged
Pickens is a good
up
play.
too.
All right. Tight end.
Tight
Mark Andrews, Tyler Higbee.
Mark Andrews.
Uh,
Flex.
and then Raheem Mostert and Etienne.
Ooh, I like Raheem Mostert here.
All right.
So
So
I
who do you got winning this
I
week?
have Chris winning this week.
All right.
I'd actually play Pickens over Higgins if Higgins is out. So you kind of. I don't know if I play Godwin here. I don't know what his injury is, hip and knee.
He's injured every week. That's just part of it.
Yeah. It's
That's
also a
his-
Wednesday, so
that's
he's
his
always going to be
gimmick.
good this day
That's
off.
his gimmick. He's always injured.
That's his
Uh-huh.
gimmick.
That's
All
it.
right. Let's roll into Nick versus David. It's going to be Vin and I off the cuff here. Nick versus David. Lamar Jackson versus Herbie. Who you got?
Lamar, my boy. Come on now.
Lamar
yeah,
too.
Lamar.
Nick Chubb, Brees Hall versus Joe Mixon, Ezekiel Elliott.
I got David. I said earlier that Nick's running backs are kind of weak, so David.
I got David too. All right. Let's see. I'd probably do Cup Pittman versus Diggs, Devonta Smith. Who do you got?
I got Nick slight edge, but
Slight
it's pretty close.
edge.
It's pretty close.
I would say slight edge to Nick too. A lot.
You guys like Pittman that much?
No, I like Cup that much.
I like Cup, yeah.
You think Stephon Diggs and Cup are
no.
a big difference?
Yes.
Dude.
They're 1 and 2
Cup
on
is
the
Cup-
year.
So he's
Cup
the
is
work. He's the
unreal,
work.
dude.
He's the workhorse wide receiver,
He
dude.
gets 15 just like off receptions in like the first half. It's crazy.
Dude,
But they're
unreal.
1 and 2 on the year together. But all right, whatever.
All right. Tight end. Zach Ertz and Hayden Hurst.
I got Nick here.
I got Nick here. I like Zach Ertz better. And then flex here being Olave versus Pierce.
Ooh, the fight of the rookie wide receivers.
And
I
Olave is questionable though, so there's that. But yeah, go ahead.
I do got Olave if Michael Thomas is out. Olave's been pretty good. He is concussed, right? He's on the concussion protocol.
Yeah, he's
concussed.
concussion.
So-
He's concussion.
But
He
if
protocol.
he
was
is
asleep
playing-
on that play.
He still caught that touchdown. That was pretty hard, right? He caught it before he went to sleep.
He got
Secured the catch.
I
Yeah,
gotta
if
watch that. I
Olave
gotta
is
watch that.
playing and Michael Thomas is out, I give the edge to Nick.
I got Nick too here. So who do you got winning? Vin?
any changes? On
Any
my team?
changes?
Would you play Rondell Moore here?
Oh,
Or
maybe
Pollard.
I might play Rondell Moore over Alec Pierce.
All
We'll
right,
see.
all right.
Rondell Moore.
He catches a lot from behind the.
Getting worked back in 91% of the snaps. He's on the field. He has 8 targets. From
Those
Kyle
targets
Hurts.
are behind the line of scrimmage, though.
Alex Pierce had
but he's
9
good.
targets,
He's
8
good, yeah.
receptions last week.
And all of his came in the fourth quarter because I think I was keeping an eye on it, and he had like three targets, like going into 3 or 4 targets going into the fourth quarter.
You talking about Alec Pierce?
Alec Pierce, yeah.
But that's when they started kind of coming back. So in crunch time, they were like, "We got to throw it to this guy." I don't know.
I would,
Yeah, it's possible.
I
It's
would probably
possible.
go Pierce over Moore personally.
All right, so no changes for you, Vin.
No changes for me. Yeah.
All right, so but I got Nick winning.
I also got Nick winning.
David's got himself obviously.
Doubters. They doubt me 4 weeks in a row. Podcast. Mark
Hey,
it down, dude.
Hey, we can't push this week, so there's that.
All right.
We
all right.
we tied everywhere else but that. So
all right.
all right.
All right.
all right, tell us what you think about rushing through that. We didn't drag it out. I thought that was pretty quick. We need more shot bets, by the way. I hope I know Royce is hurting. I know Jonathan's probably hurting, but let's get some shot bets going.
I got some
this week.
insider info.
Go ahead.
Yee is looking to make some shot bets, so
Okay.
if you want to hit up Yee.
So Royce, you had better bang his line. Yeah, if you believe in your team.
All right. Well, good luck, everybody, this week. I
Good
think
luck.
that's all we have. And we don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Yep.
I have an outro song. Let me play it. All right. Goodbye,
Later,
everybody.
guys.
Peace out.